Robert. This is from today. We worked on a couple of things today. The first thing we worked on was your spine angle, and we wanted your spine angle to be parallel to that. So let's see how you're doing here. We'll just kind of draw a line down there, see if you can. That's pretty parallel. Let's take a look at your back, see how you do here. You can see a little bit of rounding there, but your lower back is closer to the 30 degrees. See, that's closer. We'd still like to get more. The further down you get, the more that angle gets, the less to the right you'll go. Okay, so we'll watch that. That's pretty good. The other thing, let's get rid of those lines here. The other thing we worked on today was the swing path. So we'll take a look at the swing path. The swing path, there's the plane of your swing. We want to see if the club stays on or above that line on the way back, and then under that line on the way down. And you'll see it's under the line on the way back, and then as you come down, it comes up a little bit over the line, so you're not quite getting the shaft pointed back to the target line. It's a little too upright. Again, I think that's part of the posture issue. And then you come back, you're pretty good at impact. Your hands are a little higher at impact than they should be based on where they are at setup. I think if we raised your hands a little more at setup, I think they'll be more duplicated. Let's just go ahead and take a look at that position there, rid of these lines here. If we come back here to the setup position, put a little circle around your hands here, around the club. I meant the club, not the hands. Now, that's where you are at setup. We're going to move, and then notice it's going to be out of the center of that. See, it's a little higher coming in impact. I think that's where they should be at setup. Notice that that's pretty much directly under your mouth, your chin line. That, I think, would be a good position for you. So in the future, we may work on, again, trying to get that back to 30 degrees, but getting the hands up. The next place we're going to take a look is what happens with that right foot as you come into impact. What I want you to see here is it stays pretty planted through impact. We don't ever get it to rotate. Never rotates, never releases. I would like to be able to see those spikes at finish, if we can do that. I think that's pretty important. Now, the next thing we're going to look at, which is pretty cool, is what you're doing through the impact zone with the club head. And just take a look right through here as you come in. As you come into the club head, watch the club head rotate very nicely. You're coming down. Now the club head is pretty open here. Rotate. Look at that rotation. Very nicely rotated. Look at the extension in the right arm here. Right on through. Very nice. Club is still going down the target line. Now you will notice there's a little bit of pulling in right in here. That's only because you're not releasing the back foot as much. I like it. I think we've got a lot of work to do, but I like that you're on a great line. Your spine angle stayed intact. We're going to work on that. Continue doing the air bench. I think that'll make a big difference in getting your legs to be able to support that angle. Oh, there was one last thing. Remember last week we worked on the right knee a lot? Let's take a look, see how you did there. I'm very impressed. If you take a watch here, just take a look at this knee. You got a good angle set there on the knee, and as you go back, you don't straighten it. You keep the angle. Good job. So you really made some improvements this week. Well done.